I get asked all the time, which pair of trainers would you recommend? Which brand would you recommend, Mike? And my answer is always, it depends, unfortunately. There isn't any one brand that I would recommend to everyone because each of us are unique in terms of how we run, and more importantly, two, we're unique in terms of how our feet interact with the floor and also our foot shapes and our own biomechanics, how the body works together to help you to move along the floor as you're running. So what to look for when you're looking for a new pair of running trainers? Is it the color? Is it the price? No, it's none of those things. It's not about where you're getting them from. It's not about how much money you're going to have to spend on them. What's most important when you're finding a pair of running trainers is that they fit your feet. Sounds simple, but so many people make this mistake of just getting a pair that will do because it says running on the box. Just getting a pair because it's the cheapest that they could find, or the most expensive ones in the shop because it was in the color that they wanted. Don't do that. Don't make that schoolboy error, and instead get a pair that fits in terms of giving you enough foot space, giving your feet enough space to splay, giving those toes enough space to splay when your foot lands on the floor. If you're landing and your toes, imagine these are your toes, imagine your toes aren't allowed to spread and splay, that is how your body is distributing all of those forces through the rest of the body. And if you're running with like a claw foot or like a really scrunched up foot because your trainer is too tight or not long enough, so too tight on the sides or not long enough so that your foot can't, extend and swell as well as you run, then it's going to cause problems later on down the line. You're going to get blisters, you're going to get tightness, you're going to get bruising, you're probably going to lose a few toenails if you don't get this piece of kit right, this essential piece of kit when it comes to running. Find an independent running shop that will help you and will not rush the foot gait analysis. The right running shop will give you advice. They help you to find the right pair for you, for the way that you run, for the size and shape of your feet. When you run, you're going to need some space for the foot to expand into. If you're buying a pair that are too close to your foot, kind of wrapped around, and there's no gap of roughly, a thumb width from the end of your toe to the end of the trainer, is usually a rough guide as to how much extra space you're going to need. So if your normal shoe size is say a 7, then your running shoe might be a half, possibly even a full size up from that, to allow for this swelling that is going to occur as you get warm and you run along. How wide a fit are you going to need? How long a fit are you going to need? And do they support your running style?